The National Environment Agency is currently implementing a 3-year project titled Capacity Strengthening and Technical Assistance for the Environmentally Sound Management of Chemicals and Waste in the Gambia. Funded by the UNEP Special Program, the project is designed to strengthen institutional capacities for the environmentally sound management of chemicals and waste, while supporting the effective implementation of the Basel, Rotterdam, and Stockholm Conventions. The National Environment Agency, on behalf of the Government of the Gambia, is the implementing agency and seeks to strengthen national capacities with relevant stakeholders on the sound environmental management of chemicals and waste in the country.
So a special program project is actually a capacity building project, an institutional capacity building project. It's meant to help parties to the Stockholm, Basel, and the Rotterdam Convention to fulfill basic requirements of the international accord. So this particular activity is actually sensitization. Our aim is to raise awareness of the general public on sound management of chemicals and waste. So this particular activity, we targeted local communities across the country in all the regions, all the 7 administrative regions, to engage with local communities, strengthen their capacities, raise awareness on chemicals management and waste management.
And the mode of this sensitization was in a caravan tour and together with radio talk show. For caravan tour, we go out to the community, sensitize them on sound management of waste and also chemicals. After talking to them, we give them questions on what we said about the chemicals, how we should manage our waste. From there, we do radio talk shows also, together with dramas.
The UNEP Special Program is designed to support developing countries and those with economies in transition funding, specific to strengthening national capacities to foster implementation of the Basel, Rotterdam, Stockholm, and Minamata Conventions. The current Gambia's project seeks to effectively respond to persistent institutional, technical, and operational gaps that hinder effective implementation of the Basel, Rotterdam, and Stockholm Conventions and other international commitments on chemical and waste management.
In the current project, we've done a lot of sensitization, we've done a lot of training activities. Among those training activities or key successes were actually on women gardeners, where we sensitized women gardeners on how to compost making using the basic materials that are available, nothing complex. We gave them some equipments, gardening tools. We also trained them on alternatives to pesticides using non-synthetic materials, for example, biologically available materials, for them to be able to avoid the use of chemicals or to minimize chemicals as much as possible.
Chemical and waste management is part of the core mandate of the National Environment Agency to ensure an environment safe for its citizenry and beyond. In an effort to fulfill this core mandate, the project is supporting the agency to raising awareness of the general public nationwide through a rigorous awareness campaign on environment sound management of chemicals and waste, including safe use and disposal of chemicals and waste. The Gambia, being an agrarian country, relies heavily on agrochemicals as a vital input to boost agricultural production. Although the dependence of chemicals is largely seasonal, a significant amount is concentrated in the horticultural sector, where women are the dominant. During the nationwide awareness campaign, women gardeners in Farafenni dilated on the negative effects and impact that the use of synthetic chemical fertilizer and pesticides continue to affect their health, prompting her and other farmers to embrace safer alternatives such as organic fertilizer.
Yo ala fengoluka duta jambo abe jambando non sandol dependa wala kangin na koko.
At Brikama Central River Region South, this young woman talked about the need for responsible management of solid and liquid waste for the purpose of sanitation and personal hygiene.
Ila dinkira nyanta tobotola adunia toboto yeje seneyande kana fo mbatu ngalandi mbala enyandale ya jamfandi fambala jonkon fananto jiomeni ka boy siloka aman kumaya nin dindingo feyatala aman beteyala fulanya ni defanga tula tambilale be lola kan sasa jama bija sasa bim.
The NEA, as a national agency, has been mandated by law in enforcing the regulations on the importation, distribution, sale, and even disposal of chemicals in the country. Mr. Lamin Jaite, the Register of Hazardous Chemicals and Pesticides in the country.
Pesticides are key agricultural input, but at the same time, their management becomes a challenge in the Gambia due to the fact that a lot of pesticides are illegally imported into the country without fulfilling the basic legal requirements. One of those are registrations. A lot of chemicals are imported without fulfilling registration requirements, and as a result, we always find a lot of counterfeit or unlabeled pesticide products in the market, as well as waste as well. Waste management is a problem in the Gambia because of most of the management systems do not follow the basic environmental sound management approach.
At Lower River Region, the local government authorities welcomed the nationwide awareness campaign and called for concerted efforts to keep the environment clean at all times.
Everybody is one way or the other within the environment. You are within the environment. So ni was Senator Ntefongole. NEA, National Environment Agency, ni bulola be dundi nyobu ni nga nyamol fan ko ngara fayda mendo. Projet ko me ya dinna NEA lam.
The implementation, a life cycle approach towards hazardous chemicals, including persistent organic pollutants or POPs.
daanaka sax at dañ ñëw fi waxtaan ak man advise ma wax ma ne ma lii nii la fan yi rek yàggul Jibril ñëw na fi ñu waxtaan fi lu yàgg mu won ma ne ma programme bi boo ko defee nii la produit nii nga koy doxalee nii ngay def expliqué ma lu bari te understand naa te lu yokk na ci la ma xamoon.
The Executive Director of the National Environment Agency, Dr. Dauda Baji, acknowledged the financial assistance provided by UNEP Special Program to support our national efforts in addressing chemicals and waste management, citing the need to raise in public awareness of the detrimental effects that the poor management of chemicals and waste could pose to the general public, particularly women and children.
The special program contributed immensely, really capacitating the institutions as well as stakeholders in addressing chemicals in this country, because chemicals are used almost in our every life sector, and apparently the misuse of this chemical also can lead to detrimental effect to the people and the environment. So as the agency, National Environment Agency, has really benefited a lot from the chemical program, and it has also helped in strengthening the institution in terms of building the capacity of the staff at the institution, the other facilities that make the work easier for them, and also the people across the country. All sectors, from the communities to institutions, all of them have really benefited from the support from the special program activities in this country.
The Executive Director stressed that although chemicals are vital in several sectors, the adoption of safety measures in their use must not be compromised. In addition to the public awareness campaign, the activity incorporated an educational and knowledge-sharing component aimed at engaging future professionals and academics. An educational seminar was organized at the University of the Gambia, bringing together students from the School of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, the School of Arts and Sciences, and the School of Public Health. The university was strategically targeted to broaden students' understanding of chemicals and waste management issues, as well as the potential health and environmental risks associated with uncontrolled chemicals exposures. The Gambia is a signatory to various international conventions on chemicals and waste management. Therefore, awareness creation and strengthening technical capacities to address existing national challenges and gaps among stakeholders, local authorities, chemical importers and distributors, farmers, pesticides applicators, waste handlers, laboratory personnel, civil society organizations, women groups, youth groups, and local communities.